Divinity. Understanding them lets you understand the world. That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer.
So essentially what happened is, like, all of the main events, like from Fort Joy on, he would have had something to say about it, but because he never had an exclamation mark over his head, we just assumed he had nothing to say about it.
Exactly. So we're just catching up on
hours. I fell victim to the enemy of all great minds. Fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of change.
We had no clue that he had, because like whenever our player characters have something to say about something, we have the exclamation mark, so we assumed it worked the same for Faint.
I was on the cusp of a glorious breakthrough, but my king's fear held me back. I discovered a veil hanging across the universe. A barrier of pure source.
Well, yeah, we just never talked to him, Q. We were like, we let him do his talks, but, you know, we never then just talked to him normally.
It was amazing. The kind of discovery on which a civilization turns. Who knows what secrets may have been hidden behind that curtain? But my king forbade me from further investigation. Do you know, I never thought to ask. Between him purging me and casting me into a traitor's tomb. What a foolish oversight. If only I'd had your prescience and curiosity, I could have saved myself centuries of pondering that very question. Well, certainly he was not pleased with my insistence that we investigate. But the king's word is law.
Because he's a skeleton.
Was law. But the reason I was purged was slightly less intellectual.
Go on.
After the king refused to let me investigate the veil, I brought the issue up with others.
Oh, so he basically started getting other people to think the same thing.
The 7 lords. Beneath the king in authority, but far above me. I brought them my research. I showed them everything. I had hoped they would help me convince the king of his error. But before they or I could act, I was arrested and, well, my sentence was carried out. I mean, yes, I suppose you could have drained the power from it, but that would have weakened it significantly. It would be quite irresponsible.
Irresponsible?
After all, the power of the thing is not the point. It hid something. Who knows what that might have been?
Oh, I think I know. I think it's the Void Dragon. Again.
Probably. The secrets to the universe could have lain behind that curtain. But I was not given the chance to find out.
Sounds very Void Dragon-y, don't you think?
Well, the Void Dragon wasn't a follower.
No, the Void Dragon is what they were following. It's what this new Empress is following. Oh, and Midnight got DC'd.
I fear I never will. He ceased to be my king the moment he turned on me.
You have fun in your box there, Braveheart, with all the paper?
I did nothing wrong. All I wanted was to further the knowledge of the Eternals. Who knows? Had I been allowed to continue my studies, perhaps I could have warded off whatever catastrophe befell them.
The skeleton stands quietly for a moment.
I'm not sure. Centuries in a tomb can warp one's memory.
And he's...
Oh, that was Midnight.
I remember the big things, of course. My library, my home, my king, my family.
He had a family? With his attitude, I'm surprised.
But the rest, it's all covered in a fog. And the more I see of this world, the thicker that
Eternal
fog seems
King,
to get.
Black Ring is following a God King who has a grudge against the gods. And it's pretty clear from the other Eternal Lady that their civilization hates God. So what if this God King is the Eternal's king?
Oh God, that just hurts my brain a little bit. But you are very right. It could play a possibility.
Living forever under the rule of a wise king is one thing. But if that king should turn into a despot, if he should reject philosophy and the natural arts for the sake of power, well, I cannot imagine a worse torture. I was a scholar, researching the secrets of the universe. Had I been allowed to proceed, my people could have ascended to godhood as one, an entire race of deities. With a perfect understanding of the universe, it would have solved all of our problems.
Okay, I'm doing number 2 first before we go to number 1.
They came rather low in my life, alas. My wife and daughter always had to compete with my work for my attention.
Really?
and my work was always stiff competition.
I was not expecting him to have a child.
They were often neglected. I wonder how many more years they spent neglected before whatever happened, happened. Indeed, you cannot. Nothing in this world compares to it. We crafted our homes from stone and crystal, using the power of the universe itself to keep them in place. Your people, on the other hand, seem quite content to sit about in smoky hovels, held together by straw and filth. It's a mercy I don't have a nose. I cannot imagine how you stand it. Well, of course it is. It was crafted with care. 100% ethically harvested from mortals, too. The quality is second to none.
I have no response to that.
Oh, you simply wait until the creature is dead, preferably of natural causes.
Natural causes like my hammer.
Although that does limit your choices somewhat. You may end up with quite a few sagging faces. I will never understand why you have so readily accepted aging or digestion. They are frightful pastimes.
Yes.
Gravity. It's natural.
What?
Gravity. It's natural. Because he complained about sagging faces.
Up to a point, certainly. They are frightfully loud. But the selection afterwards is quite good. The faces are often what you might call
fixer-uppers.
But they're young and
He's a car dealership, only he handles in faces.
Oh my god. Not just a car dealership, but really you think about it like this. The masks are very much his new home. So fixer-uppers is his new home, fixing up the face for his next life.
And I love how we're getting all of this at basically the point where
Poison is preferred, of course.
God.
No marks to the face. The subject can be of any age.
I want
and
to
death is
burn
often
his
quite
ass.
Not for them, of course, but it's significantly more relaxing for me.
He prefers poisoning them? Oh my god.
And now you...
Indeed. So I gathered from your earlier prattling. I also met someone. Oh, nothing is wrong. Simply unexpected. The person I met was without doubt a god. At least by your standards. When I wore flesh, I knew her as the Lady Armadia. She was one of the 7 lords that served our king.
Oh, this is deep lore here. Wait, hold on.
So the 7 lords are the divine 7.
That's what I was just getting to. Wait a minute, 7 lords that served our king. Could yes.
Naturally, they acted as any lords would. They bowed to their king and sneered at their lessers. And there was an awful lot of sneering, even back then. One can only imagine how much there is now.
Yes.
Well, if you are quite finished wasting my time, I believe we have some business to get on with. What would I do? Oh, dear heart, it is not a question of would. It is a question of what will I do.
Oh.
It is only fitting after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine?
We just talked you out of it.
Yeah.
The Lady Armadia has laid out the plight of the world and begged me to help fix it. It is a grave responsibility, but one that I gladly accept. Yes. And how is that working out? Perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal, you would still have a divine, and the Voidwoken would not be trying to chew on my bones. Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes to stink.
Okay.
Okay, that's.
All right, I want to check his thing.
Oh, never mind. I can't interact. I was wondering if I were to talk to you, I might get your story, but I can't interact with you.
Oh, I got more.
Familiar.
Oh no, this is the first 2 are the same thing. We've talked about them already. All right.
Okay, so now that we've all caught up on Fane.
Yeah, now that we've caught up on Fane, let's go ahead and get out of here. So this is his.
So we essentially got to find your godhood spots.
So see, that's the thing that I'm wondering about. So there's no, if you notice, there's no thing here for the Lady Armadia.
Yeah, she was one of the more, at least when I vaguely remember, the weirder ones. Also, why do I have the green period?
Because when Midnight DC'd, it goes to a person that's actually a player.
Okay, in case to. Here we go.
So I'm gonna go back to the beachhead. Because I do want to go to the Temple of Zorasil, see if there's an entrance around there.
Right
That's
now,
probably a bit of a-
2 pyramids?
Did you accidentally send them both?
No, I only sent one.
Oh.
I have the blue one.
Huh.
Oh, wait. Oh, Fane. When Fane got dropped from the group.
Ah, okay.
Fane had the green one, so send Fane the green one again.
I got it to Magnus.
Okay, Magalus, send the green one to Fane. There we go.
Okay.
So I'm heading back.
Here's the thing. We've thoroughly explored this temple area, more or less, so I don't think there is a ascension path around here. But man, that okay. This is interesting though. That this Godhood ascension part is at the halfway point, essentially.
Don't choke now there, Midnight. Wait, hold on.
Oh, hello. Oh, no.
There is a place I do want to jump and check. I do want to check something.
Man.
Where are you going? Oh, it's that temple down there, huh?
Yeah, because it looks like there's a waypoint over here too.
Fitting that you have the red teleporter.
I know.
Part of the Divine Order's fleet, by the look of it.
Found a way.
Hellfire
there's the
must
way.
have
This is
rained down.
Temple of Amadia.
Oh.
All right, so. Okay, I'm gonna climb again.
So the location of the temple has no real. That's why you can.
I'm climbing a tree. Whoa! I'm in the clouds.
Temple in the clouds. What holds this aloft?
Teleport pyramid to me.
You have
Red.
red?
Oh my.
Amadia's Fire Ward? Okay. Midnight is technically his god is Amadia. He's not Zorasail.
And so is Fane.
Yeah. So let's
Before you stands a shrine to Amadia, her solemn face carved of ancient stone. This statue of Amadia seems ancient. Moss blooms from cracks all over the stone, and tears of rain stream from her eyes. A hollow space marks the center of her creased brow. You remember that the statue of Amadia in the hollow marshes bled. But no words from you can rouse whatever powers the gods. You feel a presence awaken within the stone. An ancient awareness reaches out to you, swirling through every cell of your body, and every mote of your lightning flashes, and thunder rumbles. Static electricity crackles all around you and dances over your body. Yet you feel no jolt or shock.
what skin?
And it fizzles out as soon as it touches your skin.
Hey there, Jaws. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm just looking at this now. Sorry, we were so enthralled
Oh
with the thing.
my.
Then the awareness recedes from you, ebbing back like a tide until you are left completely alone. Alone with your thoughts, alone with the blessing Amadia left you with.
Air immunity? Oh wow.
How long?
It's just I don't see a
permanent.
timer on it.
Permanent. Go talk to
So
left click on it. I want to see if you get the exact same thing. Yes. So if you do 3, that gets you the blessing.
You feel a presence awaken within the stone. Lightning flashes, and
that's
then
it.
the awareness recedes from you, ebbing back like a tide until you are
I
left
get the feeling that's going to be
alone,
relevant in
alone
this.
with your
It
thoughts, alone with the blessing Amadia left you.
Immunity to stunned and shocked.
What is this? What is this over here? Looks like a...
It's a vid. So that's the fire awards. Remember those things in 1?
I hated them.
But it looks like what that thing's doing is whenever it stops, it summons a bunch of fireballs.
Oh, there's ice ones too.
Yeah. And a pretty important... Oh, there's the altar to Amadia in the middle.
Yeah. Wait, then what's this one?
Yeah, that's the altar I was talking about.
Oh, you had... I saw it click there somewhere else.
I didn't ping anything.
Oh. All right, so I would suggest we go down to here. You then jump up to here and knock down the ropes.
Okay, it's gonna be a bit of a leap
too
to
long,
get
eh?
there. At least when I was down there, it wasn't easy to get an angle. But I'll see what I can do.
If you can't get an angle, I can certainly try. Because I bet you I can with...
Here we go. Don't have to worry about the sight.
Okay.
Oops.
A little too far? All right, thank you. Midnight, you can come down this area.
Knight of Amadia.
Where? On the other side? Oh. Interesting.
But if we go this way, we end up at the
Altar.
shrine of Amadia.
Draco,
Yeah,
do you want to see the funny thing of my incarnate?
sure.
I can tactical retreat and
Swap positions. If you had enough time on them. Just go ahead and come on up here.
Midnight? Give this altar a rub, because this is your god.
Well, technically it's also Fangs, but yeah, let Midnight do the talking.
but you decide, Draco.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But I think there's not going to be anything to really decide here. So talk to it.
A sense of warmth and peace fills you.
Pray to your god.
The chirping of birds fades into the gentle, warm crackle of a wood fire. You're standing in an old cabin, the wood stained with age. Sitting in a rocking chair, bathed in moonlight, is Amadia. She's old now, withered and hunched, grey hair falling over failing eyes. She turns to you and dips her head, sending you on your way with a smile that warms your soul.
Okay.
The room fades, but Amadia's moon remains, now emblazoned on the altar before you.
Okay.
See?
I'm just curious about this place. This is really weird. I just don't understand this place. What's
Okay,
that?
so just a bit note. To learn the combination, we must gain the favor of all 7 gods.
Well, that's still easy enough to do. With
So we now have Ralik turns his face to the sun, Soltissa warms her blood in the sun, Madia basks in the cold light of the moon. Those are our clues so far about the combination.
And what is that under? So it's under the...
Nameless Isle.
Really, I don't have that.
Really? nameless isle, the nameless isle to the belly of the mountain.
Oh, to the belly of the mountain. I hadn't gone to that one.
Really?
I scrolled all the way down to the chapter with the chronicle, not the nameless isle. I see it now. You've reached the floating temple high above the main. Okay, so there's something with this isle, this temple here too.
Yeah.
Don't mind me jumping down to here if you want to come down to me. Red.
Oh, that portal looks familiar. That reminds me of the portals from 1.
Yes, I know. This is why I jumped down here. Oh. Oh, it teleports us around.
It takes us back to this, I guess, essentially. Okay, just another thingy to interact.
Did that cause a reaction?
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you notice how we turned that and it opened that side?
Yeah.
So, I wonder if... Because there's one that's over here, too.
Actually, there's another one further in.
There's a frozen one.
Oop. There goes
He
Fang.
fell down.
That opens up this path, this bit here. And there's another interactable.
Yep.
Uh-oh. True.
Does anything seem different now?
Oh, there's a lot of things different here.
The weather has cleared.
And the portal's back open.
I think this might lead us back to that night. That goes here. Yep, that way is open now.
Oh, wait, there's an interactable over here.
Oh.
Amadia truly is the mother of all magic, the patron of all who use.
Okay, so... Okay, that night is still covered.
More of those.
Yeah, but there's
damn
another interactable on the other end of this.
Them on top of the pillar.
Joy,
Oh, I see. Okay, you got it. Oh, hello.
Okay, so that changes things, and now there's this one over here that I can work on.
I got it.
Oh, that killed me.
I wonder if it's lava.
Amadia's
Nope.
light stirs within you.
Hold on. I am gonna res you.
I can't listen in because I'm dead.
I know. I am going to res you. Do not worry. Because you also need to go ahead and get your health back too. Alright.
your friend is talking?
You are not of the Black Ring, and yet you are undead. But I sense good in you.
She gasps and bows her head in deference.
Forgive me. Please, I hold this boon. It is Amadia's. It should be yours.
A pair of gloves, beaten and worn, but clearly of the highest value, especially to a wizard.
Ooh.
Maybe for me?
We'll see.
I came to the council to learn to be divine. I failed. I'm not made to be pursued by evil. And that's what it means to be God-woken. Afterwards, I roamed the island, as did all we fallen knights.
Fallen Knights.
But my worst fears came true when the Black Ring came. I fled here. I made sure the temple was defended and went to the altar. I prayed to Amadia for help, but she did not answer. I'm not ashamed to say that I hid. There is untold evil in the world, and it has reached the island. It seeks the God-woken who would be divine. I cannot bear it. Amadia's altar is at the highest point. Climb to the sky and you may find it. Shall you replace the lady, or shall you take her to the council? Then you must do it now, without fear or hesitation. Time is running short, and
She bows her head in deference.
What are these gloves? Oh, okay. So mix of pyrokinetic, hydrosophis, and aerothergy. Fane's been needing an upgrade for a while. Like a big time upgrade. Okay.
I see what happened here. We kind of skipped a step in the puzzle because maybe I jumped up here and get this down.
Oh.
You're supposed to essentially, go around and then go up to the temple, to the altar.
So we did it backwards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come up here and talk to do the altar again, just to be on the safe side. Because why not?
Hmm.
A bird flicks a sense of warmth and you reach out.
Time to get out of here then. Oh yeah, that's the way.
To you?
No, to Mag. Mag is yellow.
I leave it to you.
Oh.
I am not fast enough for you at the moment.
Yeah, this camera. Yeah.
Yeah, the camera sometimes can be your enemy. Wow, I can't actually reach over there for some strange, odd reason. Yep, back to Mag.
A rain scroll and a plate. Alright, and then one more jump back onto the main path.
I'm just gonna go down to the beach.
Okay, so we need to find the other temples to the other gods.
So they do have the Elven Temple, so that's probably one. The Lunar Shrine is probably another, and
Also, hang on, I see it on the map, so let me just scroll over it. Because this area here definitely looks very temple-y.
yes, that does. That does look very.
So let's make that
temple-y.
our next destination.
All right, I'm coming up and doing some looting. Oh wait, no, these have already been looted. All right, Midnight, come to us. Come to Mag or myself, doesn't matter. We're no longer anything. Just come to us.
May your reward be as great as your sacrifice.
Let me talk.
Oops. Oh, you're a magister.
Who are you?
Okay, well, may as well be honest, I guess.
Sure.
Because no one stumbles upon this island.
Yeah, no one really stumbles.
Another Godwoken. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened lately. Maybe we can help each other out. We stick together until we get to safety, and you can count on my bow if we run into more Black Ring. Bishop Alexander and the others might still be out there. I need to find them. What do you say?
The Magister nods.
He rallied some veteran magisters and paladins to his cause and brought us here.
Alexander is still around.
To become the next
Yeah,
divine.
so apparently he survived going into the Death Realm. Because we never saw him when we went into the Death Realm under there.
I know, yeah. I guess Dallas did something to spirit him away, maybe.
He broke free from Dallas and Breedman's
Oh, yeah,
influence,
look.
and they tried to murder him for it. Them and their white magisters. His
Oh.
loyalists had to stand by
Oh,
his side.
so the red ones are with Alexander and the white ones are with Dallas. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. And then blue is with the paladins.
The fracturing of the Divine Order, the Voidwoken crisis, multiple attempts on his life. He's let none of it deter him. Now Ascension is within sight at last.
Oh.
Mm.
He slings a quiver of arrows across his back and nods. You frown with surprise. Alexander vanished along with all the others when the Lady Vengeance breached the Hall of Echoes. You assumed he was dead.
Hold on, I'm in a conversation with Fane. Daddy dearest?
Perhaps I have misjudged